and you step into a different world. 200 years on in time. Now you have nothing. Just a bad leg and a crutch. You are a beggar in a sea of beggars.
Paris, around 1282, is the biggest city in Western Europe with a population of 200,000 or so. We have no statistics that would enable us to count the number of poor in Paris, but a good guess would be some 50% of the population is either laboring poor or non-laboring poor. There's a young pig herder named Maurice, who's probably not even a teenager yet, and goes home to his village around Easter week. As soon as he gets home, something happens to his legs and he can't walk anymore. His brother allows him to stay for 2 months, but then he says to him, look, I have 5 kids to support and a wife. You've got to move on. So he goes on to the local village hospital, stays there for around 2 months. By this time, his disability has erupted into an enormous oozing tumor in his legs, which is annoying the other inmates because of its smell. They encourage him to seek a miraculous cure at a shrine in Paris.
There are thousands here like you, beggars in the church. You are attending a funeral, but neither you nor any of the other poor people here knew the man who died. What's important is that you have heard he was minted, one of the richest landowners around. There is a sermon.
Let all the brothers strive to follow the poverty of our Lord Jesus Christ, and let them rejoice when they find themselves among the poor, the weak, the sick, and those who beg.
Don't say that, you think to yourself, or everyone will want to try this lifestyle. Too late. The crowd has doubled in size, and it is full of monks in robes, begging like you.
Suddenly you get a new kind of religious order that is imitating the behavior of the poor themselves. So the Franciscan order, the Dominican order, and part of their expression of their own piety and self-abnegation is to go out begging in the streets. And those beggars were then in competition with the real poor.
The basic lesson of medieval poverty is that there are bureaucracies and systems being built on the sufferings of others all the time. And that's true now as it has always been. And you look at your average medieval cathedral, maybe designed to honor the poor. And yet I don't think many of the statues and monuments are very eatable or helpful.
At last, money left by the rich nobleman is being handed out by the priests. Make sure you get some before it runs out.
We have examples of wills in which furriers and other kinds of merchants were setting aside large amounts of money, in one case enough money so that 20,000 people apparently were given 1 penny each at his funeral. Apparently there could be accidents of people being crushed in these almsgiving events.